Hey y'all, welcome back. Listen, this video is all about my top 25 books of 2025. Baby, I had the most amazing time reading all of these books, okay? I read 200 books last year, so it was very hard to narrow it down to only 25 books. And this is not in any particular order, so let's just go and get into it, okay? So, book number one is Problematic by Lady Nesha. Listen. If you a Lady Nesha fan, read the book because you get to catch up on Caesar and them, okay? One of my favorite books by her, which is Losing Control. That is where I first fell in love with Lady Nesha's writing, honey, yes. And Caesar shows up in this book, and it is a good time, but it's also a lot of trauma in the book, okay? So if trauma is a trigger, might not be the book for you. Okay. Book number two is Tasha's Got a Baby. Yes, by Miss Yvonne, honey. This one was a tear jerker. Do you hear me? Baby, I was so in this story. It was crazy. My emotions was all over the place because I was rooting for my girl. This is all about what it looks like when a parent just totally throws you to the side and you got to figure out shit on your own. Period. And that's what she did. Baby, book number three is one of my top reads of the year. And this is Tangled Hearts by Evelyn Latrice. Listen. Oh my God. I fell in love with Hove, like Hove from the beginning, baby, jumping off the porch. You got to understand, baby. If you love urban romance, jump in this book, okay? And then there is some, you know, a little bit of thriller, a little bit of excitement, wrapped in there. But I definitely enjoyed it. We gotta go with number four, Heart of a Goon. Okay. Of course, the world was waiting for Jaquel J to drop this book. I am one of those people. She is one of my favorite authors, and she did not disappoint. Okay. I am still in love with Goon. Fuck you mean, baby. Fuck you mean. Okay. This was a really great story. In my opinion, it was different because it is like the female main character was making most of the mistakes, not necessarily the male main character, right? So that was a little bit different if you've read her other books like Capone and Capadonna and Capri, but that's still that love, that family. And you also get to see all of those characters in Heart of a Goon by Jaquel J. Book number five was Broken Clocks by Danielle Allen. Let me tell you, I fell in love with this story. There was a lot of, getting together, breaking up. It was knowing you're supposed to be with somebody, but being selfless in a way. There's miscommunication, but it's definitely very sad. Okay. It had your girl in tears. I'm going to say that a lot because I like to be hurt real bad. I sign up for it every time. I absolutely freaking love it. Book number six is To the Moon, Baby by Evelyn Latrice. Evelyn Latrice is showing up a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because I really love her writing. So this is also another starting from the bottom and then you work your way up. I love a get it out of the mud type of love story. This was definitely that. And there was a lot of, oh my God, can we just get together already? Okay, that is the best way to explain what was happening. It was that sense of family and community without there being blood ties. I love that. I love that a family don't necessarily have to be blood. You can create your own family. And that is what Evelyn Latrice did with To the Moon. Book number seven is Selfish by my girl Katura B. This was how I discovered her, okay? I did read her other books, which is The Slums 1 through 3, which are all out right now. I think we may get another one, hopefully. But Selfish was, oh my God, the betrayal, guys. The baby, just because somebody is in your face and they are claiming that they are your bestie, you're going to have to watch your bestie closer than you do your enemies. That's all I'm going to say on that. Clap! Number eight, we have Soul Tie by Gabriel G. When I tell you two people that shouldn't have been together, who kept trying to get together, this was, oh my God, tragedy, trauma, all the things you can possibly think of was happening in this story. The main female character had a very rough start. Her brother was taking care of her. They stumbled upon some money, but just because you don't have money as a problem doesn't mean you don't have issues, especially linking up with people that don't have your best interests at heart. So I'm going to keep it at that because I ain't going to tell you no more. But when I tell you, it's a series that had me in the corner crying. It did. It did. Number 9 is A Love Bred from the Block by my girl, Antoinette Sherrill. I love Miss Antoinette so much because this gave the vibes. Are you a millennial? If you're a millennial, you're gonna love this series. Like, it gave you all the things, the high school love, the going to basketball games, the sitting outside watching the drama happen, the oh my God, friends to lovers. Friends to lovers is my favorite trope. And oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I want to reread it. I want to reread it so bad because she did such a phenomenal job. Just think about what life was like in the 90s. And the time does progress throughout the book. And a time was had. Okay. I'm going to have to revisit my man because I miss him really bad. Number 10. We're on number 10, y'all. Saving Sunflower by my girl Ray Lease. I bought the entire series. It is a slow burn, but you want it slow. She gave it right. She spoon fed you just enough. The dialogue was necessary, intriguing. Baby, it was like being a fly on the wall, but everything was connected. And everybody's story after that was in that original story. And you just get to tap in with everybody. If you love being a part, again, of that family bond that is chosen and not born. It's not bloodborne. You know what I mean? You're going to absolutely love it. Oh my God, I love it when there is this innocence that the main male character realizes in the female main character, and he preserves it as much as he can and has that protectiveness over him. Man, I just love it. Number 11 is The Art of a Hood Love Story. Again, sad. So sad. Everybody knew a Savvy. If you lived and you grew up in the hood, you knew a Savvy, which was the main female character. She never experienced love other than from her cousin, and they are trying to figure out life together, and they run away together. And that's hard to do if you don't have an education or you don't have any finances. You don't have, you know, everything was stacked against both of them. And this is a 3-book series that you are going to enjoy. It's one of those series that you do not want to end. Also, it starts to pick up with side characters that's not necessarily part of Savvy Shabu and Love's story. And you'll understand it once you Google it. Okay. But we are now waiting on Kennedy's story, which was a friend of hers in the book. So, yes, honey, lock in. Number 12 is Pretty Hurts by Alicia J. This was one of the most selfless female main characters that I feel like I've ever read. And I have read a lot of books. Oh my God. She was definitely bullied at her own home. Her mom loved her. Her dad was an absent father. And she just couldn't find happiness. Okay. She just couldn't access it. Again, you want to check your triggers. It was one of the best books of 2025 for me. Number 13 is Troubled Waters by Z. Renee. Another just wow book. It is thick, but it is amazing how someone who struggled internally with his own issues was able to put someone else's love before his. And I loved it. I loved every moment of it, baby. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. I love him real bad. It is what it is. Number 14 is From the Hood with Love, baby. My projects took me through there. Okay, just threw me around every which way. Okay, this man worked my last nerve. Okay, but I loved him, baby. It was the toxicity for me. But did he get it together? You'll have to read it. It was a really great series. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. 7 Minutes in Heaven is our next one, okay? And that is by one of my favorite authors, who is the one and only L. Casey. Woo! Baby, that beginning part when they play Spin the Bottle. Woo! And he got in their closet and they had their fire. Ooh! Baby, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. That was only the beginning. There was another main male character that definitely took us down through there, but it was worth it. It was worth the ride. Baby, I was on that roller coaster like, I ain't getting off. Let me sign up for the next one. Okay? That is just how good this particular series is. I loved it. I ate it up. I know you'll enjoy it too. Number 16 is my man. Is my man. King and Queen of the Hood by my girl. I love her real bad. I know there's a God. I know there's a God. Baby, Crucial is everything. He is unhinged. He is unaliving people left and right. Okay? It's wild. Okay. He talked trash to everybody. But he also make things happen. He has the best intentions. And it don't always pan out the way he think it should. But I was definitely along for the ride. This is another series. Again, how you get a wristband to get on that roller coaster. Because baby, me and Crucial get it. We get it, okay? Number 17 is Birds in the Sky. And this is by the one and only Ashley Antoinette. The series is not complete. The story is amazing. I ran through this series quickly. I wanted to find out the series isn't complete. And you're on a cliffhanger, okay? So I get it for those who don't like the Star series that's not complete. But I definitely enjoyed it. I'm glad I did read it. I'm just waiting with the rest of the gang. Like, okay, girl, when are you dropping this? But we're not pressuring Ashley Antoinette because I believe she is finally done with the last book of the Butterfly series. So leave it alone. Let her work. Number 18 is Man of the Year, and that is by Connie Easton. This man was insane, okay? He gets to unalive people because he's a doctor, so he kind of know how to get away with it, okay? I loved it. I did. His mouth is toxic. And if you don't like that too unhinged. I understand that some men can be too unhinged. I don't have a button, but if I did have a button where, okay, this is enough, probably would be him, but not really because I definitely loved it throughout the book. Okay. Like I said, I'm toxic over here. Number 19 goes to the one and only Jaquel J, and that is 10,000 Hours with a Rich Menace. If you like for a man to kidnap you and hold you against your will, you are going to love Menace. If you like someone that needs medication and should be taken, some type of quiz to figure out what he should be diagnosed with, that type of unhingedness, the type of unhingedness that will get his woman locked up intentionally, is because you won't come home. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is who Menace is. And you have to figure out if Menace finds love. Number 20, oh baby, it goes to the one and only Don Caselli. Don Caselli can love you down bad, girls. Okay. Don Caselli is going to make all of your wishes come true. Don Caselli is going to listen to you. He is going to protect you. He is going to have your best interest at heart. He is going to love you hard, softly. Yeah, I said that. Yeah. Jaquel J don't miss. She just don't. Number 21 is Love Letters from a Gangster. All I gotta say is if you can protect me from jail, if you can meet all my needs from prison, and I'm not even your woman, yeah, sign me up. Sign me up. And when you touch down, okay, think I'm not gonna have your last name and your babies. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna do that. 22 is losing control, have on a baby. Baby, we were waiting. We never knew if it was gonna happen or not because losing control was such a huge book. It went viral. And I don't even know. I really want to talk to Lady Nash and was like, was there a- any type of intention of there being a part two? I really don't think it was, but I think that, and don't quote me, but I felt like she just got so much love from it that you had to go deeper into their story. Do you know what I mean? And she did. And she did not disappoint. She didn't disappoint. Number 24 goes back to my girl Jaquel J. I was heavy in her catalog. And this is All the Dope Boys Gonna Feel Her. Baby, baby. Again, she remind me of Savvy a little bit. And the Art of a Hood love story because they both hmm, had this sense of having to raise themselves, had, like, and your siblings. So when something that looked like love to them came their way, they hopped on it. You know what I mean? And it didn't necessarily work out the way they wanted to. This was an amazing story. Jaquel, I did not see the ending coming. You caught me off guard. That's really hard to do with me because I read so much urban romance and romance, okay? But I loved it. I mean, 10 out of 10. Number 24 is Lemon Pepper by Nina. This story, if you like baking and recipes mixed with a little bit of trauma, obviously I like reading books that has trauma in it because I feel like I've said trauma 1,000 times in this video. But two people who are grieving trying to connect and come together is not easy. Okay. This is another one of those couples where I feel like the odds were constantly stacked against them, constantly. But every time you think that they are getting closer to connecting with each other, there's something that kind of cuts through. Okay. I loved it. It was definitely one of Nina's best works. Okay. And I've read a lot of books from her catalog. I highly recommend reading the book. And number 25 was All the Smoke by Teelan. Let me tell you something. He is a gangster. He just a gangster. That's it. There's no other way to describe this man. He tapped on people's windows with a gun. Okay. I love that real bad. I love a bad boy. I love a bad boy that struggles with showing his emotions, baby, because you barely get anything out of him. But you'll have to read the book to figure out if he's able to give that love to someone. So you guys, that is my top 25 books of 2025. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please like, share, and comment. Let me know below which book you've read and which one is your favorite out of my top 25. Bye.